I think all of you were here for the Boulevard a couple days ago, where we had over 35,000 people on the Boulevard. And the response from everybody I talked to was nobody could believe it actually happened. You know, when we were talking about rebuilding this Boulevard, Scott had a dream and a vision that nobody else could see. And even the folks that have businesses on the Boulevard had a lot of reservations, especially when we closed it down and they couldn't get any of their customers into the front door. I imagine that was really disturbing. But look what happened. It's totally redefined the downtown center of small cities. And it's done it in so many different ways. And as a result, it keeps building and building and building. And so what we're going to build right on this spot, or what Scott's going to build right on this spot, is a hotel. A hotel with parking that'll solve the parking problem. And it'll also allow, I mean, we're starting to see a lot of people from all over the world coming to Lancaster because of the solar industry that's starting to take off. And we really don't have a great place for them to stay. You know, and we got the Holiday Inn, we got, you know, the chain places. This is going to be something much different. And at the same time, they're going to be able to experience the Boulevard and how you redefine a city, and how you make a center, and how you have to have a place for people to come and gossip and talk and share what's going on in their city for them to feel part of it. And quite frankly, we owe that to the vision of Scott Ehrlich. Nobody saw it, nobody dreamed it could happen. He did. And it's been amazing to work with him. Because, you know, one day I came to him and I said, Scott, have you seen that theater down in Pasadena? 2 weeks later, he's building the theater, just like they have down in Pasadena. I mean, I've never seen anybody who can execute like he can, who can conceptualize of a vision, see that it's going to work, and then within a couple of weeks, you got sticks in the ground. I mean, where else does that happen? With that, I'd like to turn it over to Scott Ehrlich.
Thank you, Mayor. The answer is, I'm too stupid to know that I can't. The question is, 3 years ago I stood with a newspaper reporter and who was very cynical and said, you're going to build artist lofts, how do you know artists are going to come? Well, we have artists who not only are coming, but they're coming from out of state to want to live in our artist community. 2 years ago, the same reporter said, okay, great, you have artists here, but what makes you think people are going to come to this boulevard? Well, for anyone who was here Saturday night, 35,000 people on this boulevard, it was incredible. Last year, or maybe 18 months ago, the same reporter said, okay, great. A movie theater, a high-end movie theater that's going to show art films, and it's going to be a high-end. What's going to make people come to that? If you try to get into the movie theater, we've had a number of sellouts. The movie theater is doing 50% more business than we ever thought it was going to do. So the cynics out there right now, a hotel on the boulevard. Why a hotel on the boulevard? The hotel on the boulevard will put the destination in Destination Lancaster. I keep saying, or Destination Boulevard for that matter, there's great hotels on the 14 freeway, but there's nowhere to walk from those hotels. I truly believe if we build this place that we are going to get people to stay here, who are going to come visit the boulevard, who instead of driving back down to LA for soccer tournaments or softball tournaments, they're going to have a place to stay. So this one is a no-brainer compared to all the other ones to me. I will say one thing, that since we built the boulevard, no less than 6 different cities have come up here wanting to replicate what we've done up here. And I say the same thing to each one of the cities, and I don't think anybody gets it. There's only one way to replicate what we've done up here, and that's truly by replicating the city council, the mayor, and the staff. Because without them, none of those cities, I mean, none of them are going to succeed. It takes a true effort from all of us to do this, and it's been said over and over and over again, but I don't think anyone actually truly understands the magnitude of this partnership. In addition to the hotel, what I am actually most excited to announce is we're going to build, in cooperation with the City of Lancaster and the Boulevard Association, kiosks, mobile kiosks that we are going to place along the whole mile of the boulevard, between 25 and 35 of these kiosks. What are these kiosks going to do? They are going to allow the local mom and pops, the local people, to have a place to sell their items without having to pay the rent of brick and mortar. And eventually, they're going to grow like MGS did, who started in a 400 square foot place and moved down the boulevard to a 4,000 square foot place. Our entire goal on this boulevard has been to embrace the mom and pops and the locals to create jobs, and more than anything, we've succeeded. I'll finish on one story. Is we were on Friday of last week, there's a pretzel chain called Auntie Anne's pretzel chain, the largest pretzel chain in the country, 1,200 locations. We called them and we said, hey, we're interested in putting a franchise inside the movie theater. It'd be a great complement to the movie theater. They took 2 weeks to call us back because they're located in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and they were very confused where Lancaster, California was. They finally sent out a rep out here, and as every single time that we've been able to get someone to come to the boulevard, he was blown away. He was so blown away that he's willing to waive his franchise fee, and his quote to me was, "I do not want to miss this boat like we missed the 3rd Street Promenade." I thought that was absolutely amazing. Congratulations to all of us. Thank you.
Newest member of our council, Sandra Johnson. You know, I keep hearing that from business people, is that the difference of coming to Lancaster and building things is that you're not waiting for the city. And that really is a testament to the staff. You know, the rule in the city of Lancaster is we want you waiting for us. I mean, we want to be waiting for you. I get confused. Meaning, you put in your plans, we'll give you the date it's done, and it better be done on that date. The approval dates you can rely on. What that means to businesses is it's incredibly cheaper to come here and build because you don't have these incredible interest costs that keep rising as there's delay after delay. I was talking to one developer who told me that, you know, we were at a project site, and he said if I built this across the street outside the city limits, it would take 2 years minimum to put the first stick in the ground. He was getting ready to put the first stick in the ground within 60 days. I mean, there's no other place in the universe, I think, that allows for that type of execution. I'd also like to invite everybody to the next city council meeting. We've got other big and great things that are coming that are going to change the world. And I can promise you they will be world changing. You should come to the meeting. We've got more announcements for you. All right? Good, thanks.
It's very exciting. I mean, it's an honor to even be part of the City Council at this moment when we have such wonderful growth with our community. And the only way it could happen is with us, the citizens of Lancaster, with so much pride and loyalty to our city. And again, I am honored to be here to see history being made. And thank you, Scott, so much, Ehrlich. And thank you to our Mayor, Rex Paris, for allowing this to happen. So again, kudos to the City of Lancaster. Wonderful. Thank you.